House pet style.
I should probably make sure of that.
Stream's good.
Too high.
Peanut grape and 3D.
I mean, from the trailer I saw, the soundtrack is pretty banging. If it's a little loud, I don't think people will mind.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
We need to start with Lycanthorn 1.
Nice. Hello, Boxer, and thank you for subscribing.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah.
Boxer.
Thank you, Boxer. Ooh.
Oh no, this is a dead
Look.
NES5.
I love this already. Wow.
You're a lady? Oh.
Is this just Bloody Tears?
No,
Okay, no it isn't.
I was gonna say,
At first it sure sounded like it.
Is the frame rate actually low, or is that just what we see?
I think that's just what you see.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
fine.
Discord. I'm looking at Twitch, and it's smooth as buttery 60.
Oh, right, you are. Well, that's fine. I don't care if it's down. I can still see it. I was just curious if that was like a part of the game.
Oh god, I can't. If they purposely made it like 20 frames a second as like a stylistic thing, I would destroy this game.
Jump pad Y? Why is jump pad Y?
Oh, weird. Can you change
that's
it?
annoying.
Is that the only pad button that they all have to keep? That's
on
awesome.
caps lock. That's stupid. Don't think caps lock console. Yeah, I can make it space. Use open E, which makes more sense to me. So. Okay.
I'm already looking at the game for its music choice soundtrack, that's for sure.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do right here because it doesn't look like there is.
Is that a well? Or can you, okay, so you can't jump up.
Can you sprint jump or double jump?
Okay, let's try sprinting.
Yeah, this got the dual mechanics.
Cut those dog things. Man, look at this. This is such a glorious era of PC games.
Oh, this game's free? I didn't know that.
Hey, Wall Turkey.
That's a good price point. I love things that are free.
God, look at this. I love everything about this. I want this whole game on a t-shirt.
Put this whole game on the t-shirt.
Exactly. This is just my aesthetic right here. This feels about like...
Has anyone drawn art of our buxom wolf protagonist? I need to know for reasons.
Let me check these things.
They even got Castlevania ham. Wow.
Probably isn't well known enough for anyone to. Yeah, nobody even knows about this. There's
Not even us.
Like I'm finding like next to not on Twitter.
Told you not Castlevania.
No, Orbor, this is not Jackbox. This is Lycanthorn. This is an indie first-person fantasy game.
Oh,
And it kills me in 2 hits.
damn!
Oh my.
That's what you get when you take 2 hits.
But the enemies didn't respawn, so speed runtime.
Did they not?
Too many hits!
Oh, I see.
Oh, you still gotta risk the stat bombs with.
Do I?
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's why everybody's talking about Jackbox.
Ah.
Don't you love
Awesome.
when that happens?
Also, I watched the streams when I was gone. I still can't believe we had Dracula's Castle as one of the answers for.
God. Someone else got it.
Oh, fine. I will stop the stream and then.
Discord is kind of a chud about updating. I don't know why that is. It's been working. It doesn't. Physics are a little weird, but I guess that is completely territory.
Castlevania here.
It feels about 1991 or 92.
Oh my gosh. You can hit the candles.
I mean, you're off by 30 years, but
I mean, it feels like it feels like
Count the trees down. I wonder if that could be a thing.
When did the original Doom come out? 90.
Oh,
92, 93?
I actually have it right here. Hold on.
Yeah.
I downloaded the other day. It was hilarious.
Yes.
Go.
1993, December 10th.
Okay, I was a little off.
Secondary attack mouse 2. I don't even know what the secondary attack is. Ah,
Kick! Look at that.
Just a kick?
yes.
It's like a 2-frame kick. It's like, oh.
I don't know what these cards do. Seems like
Probably your
a
secondary attack.
weapon like in Castlevania, but
Oh, it's not your health bar. That's weird. Okay.
No, the bars you know.
kills me immediately
Ow.
again.
That is. Ugh.
I don't understand.
You don't have any ranged attacks. You don't have. There are no apparent power-ups.
Also,
Right.
what if he's the last boss? Wow.
What if he's the last boss?
Yeah. I could see them for a free game. That would be something somebody would do. Their job is to get powered up or something. Okay, sadly you can't chop the trees now.
This game makes you appreciate shaders.
Wow.
Okay, so let's say save.
Yeah.
Come after me.
You think he'll come out of the zone?
I dare you.
Ah, that just closes. Oh shit!
Ah.
Doing projectiles. That's something.
projectiles.
Projectiles. Projectiles. Ooh. Did you get one? Okay, good though. Did you get any hit? Man, that is a bad
Slain by a vampire, eh? Now that's what it is.
I think there's something specific you need to be doing.
Boy, that is just brutal. So you just got a circle or something.
Rapid strike.
That is brutal. Yikes.
So that's the kill noise I just noticed there.
Maybe there is another secret somewhere around here. Maybe a secret wall that'll open up somewhere. Does anything look suspicious?
Maybe yet. Other than the boat back at the start, but I'm not sure how that works.
Can't jump any higher than this because that's technically
Oh wait, there's something. Look at the stuff down there.
Without a shader, though.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The
But there's a
tiling
little...
just kind of hurts your brain.
Alright, I'm back.
It does.
Has our busty werewolf made out with Dracula yet?
Well, we're fighting a vampire.
So basically,
A vampire not called Dracula, just a vampire.
Dracula.
It's Stoker.
Hmm?
Stoker was gone out this time because he was fighting the vampire lady, or the werewolf lady. Yeah, see, look, Stoker did it again. I'm killing the lady werewolf.
Looks like I need to be doing something else. I have any other abilities that I don't know. Special attack R.
Secondary attack kick. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Still doesn't kill him.
Damn.
And then finally, okay.
That seems way too
Victory
difficult.
ultimate.
Oh, right?
That seems really tough for just a first level boss.
Well, you know what they say. The first level boss is just like, you know, the boss of the first level.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Ray. Oh, well.
Is right.
Or is it? Quick, tell us something only Ray would know. You passed the test.
Yay. So what is this?
Now I'm getting Zelda 2 vibes.
Like Doom Castlevania?
Kind
Doom
of.
Castlevania, pretty much.
This is a free-to-play game called Lycan what now?
Lycanthorn.
And it's basically a 3D Castlevania Doom, I guess you would say,
Yes.
starring a busty werewolf girl.
The aesthetic is great, but it's really difficult. Like, it really just like the first level boss is just gnarly.
That having been said, it does star a busty werewolf girl, as mentioned. So, you know, this is the greatest game of all time. It meets all of my standards.
Oh, by the way, Stoker, I'm working on the thing. I'll send it to you in a little bit.
Excellent. Take your time.
Yeah,
Is it finished yet?
No.
the like
How about
head bobbing
Oh.
of the camera when you're walking around gives me the same vibes as this Zelda 1 Doom game I saw.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Wait, Zelda 1 Doom as in like Doom skin with Zelda?
Yes, it's got like the first person view and kind of walking animation and just general physics of Doom, but it's Zelda 1 and it's like the full map of it and stuff,
Man.
like 1-to-1.
That's one of the most pathetic little sounds you have ever made, little one. She, like, really wanted my attention, and she was just like, ow! I love the sounds cats make. Just funny to me that the default onomatopoeia in English that we've come to for cats is meow, when that is so far away from what they actually sound like.
Yeah.
I've heard some that sound like that.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Cats have many accents.
It's true. Cat sense. Cat.
And there's a screenshot from it.
There's the food, there's the can, the food accent.
Yay!
Me.
Now don't you know? Oh, that's some hairballs.
See, the one problem with a first-person shooter game with a busty werewolf lady is that
Is
you
absolutely
never
no
get to
problem
see
at
her.
all.
It's
Oh.
true. Well, you see her in the corner there, but
Yeah, I mean, this game solves that problem. You just constantly have her picture there.
you can use your imagination.
What the?
Oh shit! Not again. Ugh.
You threw holy water. Wow.
Haven't found any other weapons, which is like one of the
Man.
things that you expect.
Well, they just throwing the deep end, don't they?
They do. So deep that they call you Deepy.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
I think that axe looks like the same axe from Slaughterhouse or Splatterhouse. Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Pick it out right now, actually. Hold on.
I really miss playing something like this in the arcade and that feeling of this being like the cutting edge. You know, like playing a game like this and thinking, oh, it'll never get any better than this. It's so futuristic. There's actual 3D graphics.
I mean, I think I always assumed it would eventually get better than that.
You know, I did too, but
I mean,
This is the
this
only
is
healing item in the entire level, huh?
specifically looking at this wall that the chicken was on. I'm thinking of Minecraft, and I mean, that's an incredibly popular game, even to this day.
true. That is true.
I don't get how that was a secret when it's like right in the open. Like, a secret would be going into this window and finding something, but there's nothing here. Feels like a missed opportunity.
Secret to everyone. Hey Jonas, why haven't we made a busty werewolf video game yet?
Because gravy.
Gravy. Gravy.
Oh, Lycanthorn, not Wolfthorn. That's the body spray.
Yes, this is based on the body spray. This is an official Axe licensed video game. See, there's the axe. I'm funny. Okay.
You're very so funny.
Rude.
What did the hearts do?
Let me use my special power, which looks like it's just throw holy water.
You know what's weird though? That's counterintuitive because you also have the health bar. You know.
Ow.
Oh.
Annoying. Yeah.
I guess that counts.
Another thing that's
I really
kind
do
of
not like R for the special attack.
Yeah. Chopping down candelabras to get more hearts, which aren't hearts, they're your holy water.
Well, that's because of the Castlevania influence.
Is that okay? Is that a Castlevania thing?
Castlevania hearts are the resource that's consumed for your weapons.
Yeah. It was Zelda that started a thing of little heart pickups in order to heal you.
Yeah, Castlevania predates the convention of using hearts to
Why
represent
wasn't
health.
that working?
in games.
Would it make more sense to have a sword icon for your weapon gauge?
Did you tie the control configuration to the save?
Oh, that'd be weird.
No? So why wasn't that working?
And then Castlevania 2 was like, hearts are currency now.
Castlevania 2 was a lot of things.
3 was the first
Oh,
prequel,
yeah, makes-
right?
I started thinking in the second one that hearts probably represent faith in the community. They're like, hey, you kill all these monsters? Give me proof. Ah, they're hearts. I have faith in you, Belmont.
Oh,
Here you
yeah.
go.
Oh, you mean the hearts from the monsters? That sort of makes sense. I can see that. Nice.
There you go.
Makes
Kill that
a lot
sucker! That's how you do it!
Holy water. A vampire's worst nightmare next to garlic.
easier. My secondary attack is basically no use.
If you're ever in a party exploring a vampire's castle, just bring a priest along. You can make any water holy water, right? I mean, that's how it works, right?
If I was exploring Dracula's castle, I would simply have become a priest.
There you go.
But Rick, what do you do with the monsters that attack priests?
Would a wooden arrow count as a wooden stake? I mean, if it has like a wooden shaft, is that enough to...
I mean,
That's a big guy.
it worked in Dracula's Daughter.
Nice.
Or
Yeah.
they're big guys, people. Skelly.
If you
Okay.
just like bashed a vampire with a tree, would that count? Just like crushed him with it. I mean, it would.
Oh, you're ticking. Okay.
So, okay,
It's me using
also,
the use button.
it varies whether or not it should be considered whether or not it has to be wood, depending on whose version you're using.
It was just knives in the original, right?
Yeah, he was
You're out of hearts, by the way.
in the novel. He was simultaneously run through the heart by Quincy Morris, and his head was severed by Jonathan Harker. Spoiler alert! And both of them were using metal cutting implements.
Huh.
His head with the thick mustache that everyone neglects.
Yes, the thick mustache that almost everyone neglects. Yes. Dracula has like a biker mustache in the book.
Meh.
I was gonna say, Dracula has a biker beard.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's described as being clean-shaven other than the mustache when Jonathan Harker meets him as an old man. But when he shows up as a young man later in the book, he's still got the mustache, but he's grown a pointy beard.
We should just have biker Dracula. I mean, come on.
So kind of like the Castlevania one.
Yeah, Castlevania, some versions of Castlevania Dracula do get a little bit closer to the description in the book.
Is it okay? Stupid question. Dracula in Bram Stoker's novel, is he Vlad Tepes?
Scholars have argued about that ever since Vlad was rediscovered in the Western world, essentially because we had kind of forgotten about him.
Well, he stopped returning our phone calls.
He did. He's a jerk like that. My position is that no. Count Dracula and Vlad the Impaler are not supposed to be the same person in the book. My position is that had Bram Stoker known anything about Vlad other than the name Dracula, he would have included a lot more anecdotes from Vlad's life in there, because, I mean, you're talking about a guy who literally impaled people alive on stakes en masse. That would have gotten at least a passing reference in a horror novel. Also, he gets his genealogy and ethnicity incorrect if it's supposed to be Vlad.
Nice.
Because Dracula goes on this long, unprompted rant about how awesome his ancestors are and how he's like the descendant of Attila the Hun and all this other stuff, and
Him in like a third of the world?
yeah, but
No, I'm
shush,
thinking
let-
Genghis Khan. Never mind.
yeah, well, I mean, Attila the Hun probably fucked too. You heard it here first, guys. Attila the Hun fucked. But anyway, it's likely that the name Dracula was the beginning and the end of Bram Stoker's knowledge.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Now, the first people who drew a connection to Count Dracula and Vlad the Impaler was there's actually a Turkish version of Dracula, which is one of the few versions I haven't seen yet. And Turkula, thank you. And they were the first ones to draw the connection between Dracula and Vlad, because of course they remembered him. You don't forget a guy like that when you fight him.
Alright, so
I like that your backward movement, Rick, is just about at pace with those projectiles.
Save it. How rude. Yeah. You hit your hair with that. You hit your hair with that axe.
I used to think Center from Genghis Khan was really cool. Like, yeah, I thought it was like a really unique thing, and then it turns out, oh yeah, it's like it's like 1% of the
That's
world.
an instant
now.
death.
Oh.
Lame.
Death by water.
Why is Patreon doing?
The old Belmont weakness.
You think of a game.
I'm up here at the waterfall. There's no secret. That is a letdown.
One of gaming's core principles.
Don't put in a waterfall unless there's a secret behind it.
It's
If there isn't a secret behind your waterfall, it better be very, very obvious.
But Rick, the river has to come from somewhere. I mean, rivers don't just happen.
My
There are rivers without
What?
waterfalls.
Did you get killed by tiny leg knight?
yes, you stay on his head.
Oh, what's Rick sporting today? Let's take a look. Or actually, what's Wes sporting today? I haven't actually looked at it yet. Aha, nice.
Well, it's like I might need to contact Patreon support.
Oh, got an oopsie whoopsie.
I got an oopsie whoopsie, alright.
I like the DOS font. That's nice.
So does Wes blep at random, or do you have like a button to blep?
Have a blep button.
Is there blepping? I haven't seen the blep yet.
Oh, you can press F6 for save.
There it is. There it is. We'll make that a drinking game. Every time Wes bleps, take a shot. Actually, don't do that.
Don't do that. don't give Rick that kind of control over your liver.
Quick save button. Why does it have a prompt?
Good question.
That kind of
Game is so
removes
long.
the idea of a quick save.
Yeah.
Okay, which
Yeah,
is a
there's
quick
definitely some-
load.
Weird choices in this game.
Ow.
I'm amused, but if I were actually playing, I'd probably be annoyed as hell.
Yeah. See, but these are the kind of games I like to look at because it's like, okay, this is clearly somebody's like first or second game, and they've made these several mistakes. So when I make my first full game, I know now not to make those mistakes.
Well, because this is Lycanthorn 1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's a
Yeah, there's a second one.
Still no healing anywhere. Now, why did my momentum stop in the middle of that?
The physics are a little strange in this game.
This is a reason that people do not like platforming in their first-person shooters. You
Makes
cannot see your legs.
I have that problem with a lot of early 3D games. It's just even you know, ones where you didn't have to like Mario 64. That one I was struggling with jumping in 3D.
Yeah.
Like I basically
Him-
had to learn. Go ahead.
Yeah. The thing that a lot of platformers do now, at least with 3D, is have a ledge grab to it. So even if you don't like make the jump perfectly, you're not dead. You just cling to the side.
Yeah.
Like
There's
Mario's
ledge
got it.
grabbing, there's coyote time, there's a bunch of little things you
Yes,
can do to
Coyote
make it
time is
bearable.
extremely important in 3D platforming. No,
that
Metroid
like
Prime
what?
has plenty of Coyote time.
Like Wile E. Coyote time, like
Well,
Yeah,
Metroid Prime
that's
also
what I
has space jump, and not instant death pets. So
I've never known any of these terms. I love it.
Also, something else you do not want to do in this sort of thing is have walls arrest your momentum at all. You don't want to penalize the player for, you know, touching a wall.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Okay, I guess these.
Did you
I'm
say
at below
Jonas?
half health. I don't even know if I want to save right here, so I'll just use my second save.
I had to sneeze rather violently.
I heard something about knees,
I had to sneeze.
which is what threw me off.
I had knees. Don't
violent needs.
I had violent knees. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah, I sure do.
Wait, are they attacking each other?
Yeah, looks like they have Doom.
I had
monster
violent
fighting.
knees. Her name was Chun-Li.
Nice.
Yes, the counterpart to One Punch Man, multiple
Violent.
kicks lady.
Wait, what was that? Multiple kicks lady. Ah.
The counterpart to One Punch Man, multiple kicks lady. Oh, criminy.
Now I really want to see them get in a fight.
Oh, did anyone else see the remake, remaster, reanimation of the
Oh,
Ultimate
animated?
Showdown?
Oh, good.
No. I really want to see that now.
Yeah, it just was released on YouTube pretty recently.
Is it by Neil or?
No, it was one of those multi-animator projects where they get a whole bunch of different people to reanimate it.
You know, I love those because the quality can vary so wildly.
Oh, it's great. This one's just all over the place.
Like,
Seems apropos.
Have you ever seen the cartoon All Stars to the Rescue Reanimate?
I think I'm pretty sure I have.
It's just amazing. It's God tier. It's beautiful. Like, it should be hanging in the Smithsonian. I love stuff like that where it's just where there's like one person that you know is doing a collage or something and they're on their way to like, you know, being, you know, a Disney animator. And then there's another one who's like 13 and like, you know, still using like Flash 2006 or something.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one who's gonna be the Disney
Wait, if
animator.
they're
Yeah.
13 and they're using Flash 2006,
It's hyperbole, Bella.
or you get
I
one
like-
who's like very, very good,
There is
or
something behind this waterfall.
Oh.
yeah, you get one animator who's really, really good, but they're still using Flip Studio.
God, I've never used Flip Studio.
Anyway, the point I'm making is I highly recommend checking it out. Because the
Definitely.
original Ultimate Showdown is like 15 years old now or something like that.
It's like my childhood.
Can you like shoot me the link?
I got it
Yeah,
already.
let me grab it real quick. I'll just
I'm
put
gonna-
it in the Discord for all.
Yeah. I'm taking a sneak peek at it right now. I'm already loving it.
Hi, baby. Baby.
What do I keep running into? I am not moving in the direction it looks like I'm trying to move.
It's the water pushing you.
I guess.
Is it? Oh, alright.
Yes, baby, I see you. You are so pretty. and so cute. Alright. In the Discord, go the link. And I will also go ahead and put it in the general chat. This is the remastered version of the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
Excellent. Anyone ever made a game?
Nope. No one's ever made a game. Video games are an impossibility. A sci-fi fantasy.
Oh my god, video games are a freaking impossibility.
Oh, you know we're actually living in a Matrix-style simulation. Can you imagine a world where video games are possible?
No.
What do you mean? I just leveled up yesterday, Stalker. What are you talking about?
That's just what the agents want you to think. Anyway, Jonas, what were you really going to ask?
I was going to ask, has anyone ever made a video game with an aesthetic based on, like, the margin doodles you would draw on lined paper in high school? Or, like, junior
Yes, lots of times.
high? Oh, okay.
Played like
I need to introduce you to a little game called Doodle Date.
I want to play it. Anything with that kind of aesthetic, I am 100% interested.
Well, like, part of it in Doodle Date is that you draw them yourself.
Nice. Me too! You spaceman! But yeah, I'm here for that aesthetic.
And in Doodle Date, it gets just as wacky as you would expect. Actually, it gets wackier than you would expect.
Alright, I'm definitely interested. I'm Googling this now.
You'll probably find a lot of results for the Game Grumps playthrough. Which was among the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Brony Vamp, I have never heard of that. That, particular, parody.
My.
Wow.
I guess there's one or two things I don't know about.
Just one or two.
Just one or two. And eventually I'll know about them too.
Maybe you already do.
Maybe.
I've had dreams like this where like the walls and ceiling are all one texture.
They weren't dreams, Jonas.
Yeah, I know. It's real. No, usually I've had dreams where like you know that kind of ugly, barfy looking like shag rug, you know, late 70s, early 80s carpet that kind of thing. Where it's
You
like,
mean the
it's
carpet that was in my house that I grew up in?
Like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Where it's like this ugly melange of like Oscar the Grouch green and like nacho yellow.
Nacho yellow.
I don't know how else to describe it, you know. But yeah, I've had dreams where like that's the
respawn.
is that thing supposed to be?
You know, it's one of those.
It's like a squid with the bonus mouth.
I can't move. I don't know why.
Damn.
Good grief. All of the music in this game is just barely not copyright infringement.
Did you say bonus mouth, Jonas?
Yeah, it's like a squid with a bonus mouth. You know, two for the price of one. I don't know. Why does anyone even listen to me?
Sorry, what'd you say? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, thank you.
When you're a trungling all the time?
Yeah.
When you're a trungling. Oh no, you've given him the giggles. Nothing good ever comes of Jonas having the giggles.
I promise I will never do that again.
You know you can't keep that promise.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're gonna do it next time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do such a thing? I'm a member.
You're gonna be like, well, see, all you gotta do is the trungulus with the fungulus.
I'm just amused that like almost everyone managed to dodge them. Like all those. I guess probably the fact that they were pretty much useless. It's, you know, useless in terms of like concept because there were no concepts attached to it. Therefore, there's no context and no reason to. See, it would have been really horrible if everyone had used gibberish words.
You would have just been cackling uncontrollably, is the
like,
thing.
I would have been like giggling on the floor. It's true.
You're a monster.
I truly am. I'm the very thing I set out to destroy.
You fought monsters and in the process became one yourself.
Pretty much. No, I think it's sort of like this ongoing rebellion against the fact that Mom was an English teacher and would like discipline my grammar at the dinner table.
I mean, to be fair, that is kind of a dick move, but I just like the idea that you literally just pulled the "my mother did it to me" thing.
Yeah, it's not Mom's fault.
Damn. Again, I get caught on something. I don't know what it is.
You mean you get like snagged on some landscape object?
And I have no idea why the monsters respawn in this game. It doesn't. They don't even have.
Because Dark
corpses.
Souls did it.
They don't have corpses.
You mean they just respawn instantly?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Think of his room box.
We did mention this was a free-to-play game, right?
I would argue that's no excuse for anything.
Oh, I'm not saying it's an excuse per se.
Ouch.
Yeah, have literally like 1 second before the vampire respawns, and then I can't deal with the vampire. Where'd those guys come from?
Yeah, they're getting behind you.
They just like appear immediately behind me, and that one.
And there's fish now.
I get the feeling that like
See, it's nowhere here. I'm just gonna stand here and watch what happens.
You get the feeling.
There.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, nice.
All of a sudden, I don't even know what that thing is.
It's one of those.
It's a thumulus.
It's a sperm.
Okay, well, Jonas, I wasn't gonna go there.
Jonas
You don't
is
have
like,
to.
I went there for you.
Yeah, I took the hit. But yeah, you get the impression that like when the dude was doing this game, when he was putting it together, and he was like showing to his friends, like, hey, you wanna give me some feedback? All of his friends were like, no, dude, it's cool. You just do your thing. Do your thing. You're creative.
Oh god, I hope nobody ever does that to me when I'm making a game. If I'm asking for your feedback, I desperately want it.
When's the Master Edition of Die Together gonna happen? Come on. Do you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm weird. Yeah, I'm gonna reconnect with you.
Okay.
Alright. Really strange. My driver.
Does not help me at all, because I am once again completely out of energy.
Don't feel bad, Ash. It's fine. You know,
Can you push a tombstone to get more chicken? Come on.
even bad games are entertaining in a way.
Bad, yes. But absolute mediocrity is worse than abject horror
That's fair.
or abject failure. Damn it, I can't get the quote right.
It's like with bad movies. There's a threshold of bad where it's so bad that you can't, that it's good. And then there's another threshold where it's like it's just not quite bad enough to be good. To be bad good.
And then there's killing, which is bad and wrong.
Oh, come on, Stokes.
Don't
No,
be
it's
such a
Badong.
prude.
It's Badong.
It's Badong.
Jonas, are you telling me that you, of all people, have not seen Kung Pao?
Well, not in a while. Like, I think the last time I saw it was the
Literally
2000s.
one that was hiding there. Okay.
Jesus. This game does not mess around.
Yeah, well, you know what else doesn't mess around?
What does it mess around, sir?
Kung Pao! I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Open your mouth.
Not gonna lie, I have a limited patience for Steve Odekirk stuff. I mean, it's nothing against it, but it's kind of like...
Jonas, how could you?
I know. No, I've tried to watch...
Thought
like,
you
the
were
Thumb-
my friend.
No, I tried to watch, like, the Thumb movies. Like, my friend was like, you gotta see these, are so funny. And, yeah.
And you were just like, friendship ended.
Yeah, pretty
Then you banished them to the Shadow Realm.
I did. I got that trapezoid from Superman 2. And I was like, oh, you weren't expecting this, were you?
I mean, to be fair, most people
This is
don't.
not how you're supposed to play a game. I'm pretty sure.
No, you're not wrong.
What do you mean? What about it is so bad? Just sword
Stop
rushing,
looking.
or
It's a little herky jerky. Like the experience is not immersive. I mean, it's kind of disruptive. You know, like you're more aware of the problems. Well, I'm speaking for myself. you're more aware of the problems with it than the actual gameplay experience. You know what I mean? That's what I think. But I mean, feel free to chime in, Rick. Like I would basically be like,
Basically, kill fest at this point. Kill the ball, Rick.
yeah, carnage.
What I also don't understand is why the secondary weapon, which is very clearly holy water, does not have a splash attack.
Why it's not just fantasy grenade?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been my first thing too if I ever made this game.
Back down to 1 hit point again. There's literally no way I can do this without just not getting ground down to 1 hit point.
Honestly,
yeah.
holy water really doesn't do anything. in
I
my
guess we're
opinion.
just doing this. Okay.
Save it.
Fighting the boss without taking a single hit is easier than any single room in this game. So.
Just to be safe, save it. Oh wait, never mind. Here's the exit.
But yeah, I mean, if you're of an analytical mindset and your gaming experience is constantly being disrupted by the fact that like there are things that make zero sense, then that's gonna be a problem. You know what I mean?
Oh boy, ice physics.
That should be fun, right?
Frederick says, "What's the hardest game you ever played since it's apropos to this one?"
I don't know.
Hardest game I've ever played. Well, okay. Do you mean
Adult.
Jonas? What?
I said adulting, but I instantly regret it because
Did you make yourself sad?
Jonas,
Yeah, I
that's
did.
cringe!
it is cringe. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Stoker.
No.
Oh. I wasn't singling you out. I just meant that's the hardest game any of us have played. But
Base is the hardest game any of us have played.
Oh, okay.
green guys.
Anyway,
I'll just shut up.
my clarifying question is hardest game I have played at all, or hardest game I have played to completion? Because that's what'd you say?
At all.
At all. I'd have to.
At all.
Oh.
What is the hardest game you have played at all?
Hardest game.
I'm trying to think.
I mean,
right
I
now
did
what
play
was
one of the Souls games, but I didn't get very far in it because it wasn't like my copy. And I always did want to go back and never did.
I find that very interesting. It feels right up your alley with.
It's very
the
much
gloomy
up my
creepiness.
alley. Which is why I want to get back to it, and I want to try Bloodborne someday too, for similar reasons.
Oh yeah.
There were a whole bunch of NES games like Ghouls and Ghosts that drove me crazy as a kid.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
throw the controller angry, but I don't know if that would actually still be the same experience
They
as
would.
an adult. All right, fine.
Those
I'll still
games are
throw-
still that hard.
Yeah. But
Probably one of the hardest ones I've ever played all the way through, and I played through it as a kid, was Dynamite Heady. That games. I mean, treasure games have a reputation for being difficult, and that reputation is earned.
Treasure games?
Treasure. It's a
Okay.
company. They make
Oh,
games.
okay. I was like, dig a buried treasure.
Yes, that's what the game is. You go out
That's
into the
my
woods
favorite
and you look for
genre.
treasure. You go out in the woods, you look for treasure, and if you survive, you win.
Cool.
Minecraft.
But no, Treasure's a game studio. They make games for like the NES and the Genesis and stuff like that. And their games are famous for being bizarre, quirky, and extremely difficult. And they're mostly platformers, like 2D side-scrolling stuff. Dynamite Headdy is a Sega Genesis game where you play as a marionette with a floating head, and he throws his head at enemies to attack them, and you can get power-ups that change out your heads for other heads to attack your enemies and stuff.
Nice.
And in the English version, the American release, the title of every level is a parody of a famous movie title. It's a strange game, is what I'm getting at.
No, I like that. I like quirky stuff like that. That's awesome.
Okay.
Stuff that just did not work in localization.
There's a whole lot of material that they just didn't translate for Heady, and I'm not entirely sure why. It wasn't for, like, content reasons. There are, like, dialogue and character motivations and plot lines that they just were like, we're not gonna translate any of this.
I mean, this was what, like the 90s?
Yeah, Genesis era.
This was probably, this was probably the time when, like, like, execs thought kids were idiots, and, like, they were like, I mean American kids. Like, American kids won't get this, they don't care. They've got 2-second attention spans.
Sorry, what were you saying, Jonas?
Yeah,
it exceeded my attention span.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think it's less that they thought kids were idiots and they wouldn't get it, and they thought, we need to pander to our puritanical overlords and make sure everything is absolute milquetoast, emotionless.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see that. Yeah.
The hardest game I can think of on the top of my head was Killer Instinct. The computer, and when you had to get when you wanted to see the enemies in that game, the AI was relentlessly hard.
Was that a fighting game?
Yes.
It was.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was an SNES fighting game from Rare.
Uh-huh.
The Rare fighting game from Rare.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can get it on Xbox.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Ah, yes, the Canadian Yeti.
I think I know what the issue with the movement is. Its hitbox is so absolutely huge, I keep running into it.
Yeah.
So it's larger than the perceived character?
Yes.
Yeah, it's much larger. That's why I can hit it from there and not any of the other enemies.
That's not a good move. That's not what I want.
Right in front of my salad.
Hey. By the way, can your hearts be transferred to the next Master Wonder?
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't waste holy water on him then.
I don't see why not. There's plenty. And
Okay.
it's not that useful against regular enemies.
Well, that may be true. I am expecting them to fight something that you have to chuck something at. That's gonna get annoying. But now looks like we're on our own now. Woo!
They haven't given me any weapons other than the axe.
According to previews, you're supposed to have some other weapons besides the axe.
So
the
far,
other
there
thing.
haven't been any. I mean, I have the axe. I can do the kick. which launches me forward, but only does like half the damage that the axe does, which puts me in range of enemies to hit me immediately. So there's basically no point to that.
With the big hitboxes.
It might be the sequel too, I don't know.
I like big hitboxes, and I cannot lie.
That face when you play snipers in games.
Sometimes we just as a sniper main.
I usually play snipers when I can. I am much more comfortable being on the hillside or the hilltop with the scope rifle than, you know, in the middle of all the bullshit.
I'm more of a sentry guy. I have to keep my area safe.
Right.
Oh, trust me, I'm always trying to keep my area safe.
Yeah. Well, that's why I always brought you along with me in Satisfactory. It's like I can do the science stuff and the construction stuff, and GC can kill everything around me.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Safety first. I'm killing the opposition. Stay out of Canada. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm like the very burden of this unit. I just gotta learn how to do my corny liners.
I have no height to my attack.
It's a short axe.
I'm not even gonna hit them up there. I don't see any options to switch a sub-weapon. The special attack, and that's it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I have changed character right here, but that's only for the second game.
Yeah. So this is probably just gonna keep it simple for the first one. It gets more crazy in the second.
Maybe he improved on it in the second game.
Hopefully. Hoa! Your dead is not a surprise.
Hey,
There you go. Where you go? There you go.
wherever you go, there you go.
Wherever you go, there you are.
But what if you're not?
Then you aren't.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't think about that one, did you, Mr. Smarty?
That's her. What if floors were lava everywhere?
Dude, you're kind of blowing my mind right now. I'm gonna need you to settle down there a little bit.
First game with lava floors. Was it Mario Brothers?
Frederick, there is no kind of shadow of any sort in this game.
Shadows.
Yeah, there's no shader.
Look,
Yeah.
nothing there.
Oh. If I
You're
don't
about
remember,
15 years out from that.
I think Minecraft had shadows, Peter. And well, of course, Doom didn't have it. Just had dark lights.
Shadows? You think we're made out of money?
You think we're made out of shadows?
I mean, I am, but I can't speak for the rest of you.
Speaking of shadows, Stoker, have you ever
Yes.
seen the TV show What We Do in the Shadows, or the movie?
Oh, you got him started.
Oh my gosh. That is the best TV show I have seen the movie. I saw the movie long before the show. I think I actually liked the TV show better than the movie.
That's fair. I think that opinion's pretty common.
I have this theory that if there's any book, movie, franchise, or video game that has a vampire that looks like Stoker, then he'll be
That has
instantly
a Stoker in it.
Yeah.
There's a Stoker in it. What We Do in the Shadows has one character that looks a lot like me, and another character who's closer to me in personality. You combined the two, you would not be too far off from Stoker.
I have not watched the show myself, but the phrase, "We drank the blood of the people, but the people were on drugs, and now I am a wizard," lives rent free in my head.
It's a very good line. It's like drug blood. There's also one line in the movie where he's like, "I'm not sure why we drink the blood of virgins."
Shoot you, even though he's just has a giant sword.
Because they're all about drinking the blood of virgins. He's like, "I'm not sure if it has to be virgin blood. Maybe we're just doing it because it sounds cool." And like, they go to talk to one of the other vampires. He's like, "I think a sandwich just tastes better if you know that no one has fucked it."
Wow.
That's what we do in the shadows. Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
10 out of 10. Oh!
It just randomly, immediately kills you. That's fun.
Same.
You're just walking down the street, and then Dis just pops out of nowhere and just murders you.
It's been known to happen.
He just
Dis's species is murder squirrel.
fastens onto you out of nowhere like a ninja.
I guess we're just gonna very slowly cheese through this boss.
Fun.
Cheese.
Cheese, man.
Thank you, Jonas.
It seems to be random. There is no pattern to this.
Ugh.
There's this one bit in an episode of the What We Do in the Shadows series later on. I forget if this is season 1 or season 2, but there's a big vampire council. And everyone on the vampire council is an actor who's played a vampire in a movie.
That's like a Venture Brothers plot twist.
It really is, and they're all like addressing each other by like their names, not like they're not like, "Oh, I'm Smagmore the Smoogie" or whatever. They're just like Tilda, Danny, etc.
Magmore the Smoogie is now my vampire OC.
You heard it here first, folks.
Like that's canon now.
You heard it here first. I'll
They're
just
the
try to forget
assistant
it.
to your Tanuki med scientist.
Exactly.
You have this sprite of a knight with holding a giant fuck you sword, and he just shoots you like every other boss.
I was thinking about that.
I'm just.
Oh, he's stuck in a glitch.
With my giant bastard sword, I will shoot you with beams.
It's like when you're playing
that's
Final
why-
Fantasy VII and you make Cloud a magic user, and it's like, why?
Listen. He's doing it because he's a bastard. That's why they call it
Right.
a bastard sword.
Exactly.
My favorite bastard sword description in an RPG, I think it was in one of the Lunar games. They're one of the remasters for the PS1. Bastard sword was described as a sword that makes your opponents curse with rage. I quite enjoyed that.
The bastard sword is the child of a king's sword and a peasant sword.
Disgaea had a lot of good flavor text for swords in that game. I have to find some.
I can't get around this guy at all.
Apparently, the Steam version removed the other weapons. What?
What?
Really?
Wait, are you serious?
That's what Ash Greattree just said.
But
Why would that be a thing?
Why would they do that?
You alright there doing this?
It's like
No,
some
I'm-
extremely radical, like anti-corporation thing.
I mean,
And like, don't buy it on Steam because you get worse weapons because
Well-
Steam is a monopoly.
if that's what it is, then you should just not
If
put it
that's
on
the
Steam.
case, then fuck you. Fuck you, person who made this game.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah, that just ruins the fun.
Yeah, you know,
If that's really the case, if that's truly the motivation and everything,
I'm
then why
completely
even
making up
have
an
it on?
excuse.
Then why even have it on
Oh.
I have
Steam?
no
Like, if you
idea.
feel that strongly about it, just limit it to Itch.io or
Oh.
GOG or
Yeah, but they put it on
Yeah.
Steam because they wanted more exposure for the game. But then they destroyed the game so they could make a statement about having to put it on Steam, I guess,
Oh.
which they are taking
Again,
advantage of.
I'm
Look,
conjecturing.
Look, I
don't want-
understand insofar as I publish on Amazon and say fuck Amazon all the time, but making a worse version of the product that I am putting on Amazon isn't helping that.
yeah.
That just
I mean,
makes it look bad for me. It doesn't do
Yeah.
anything for Amazon.
I just want to make clear I was making complete conjecture. I don't want people to blow up off of something I just imagined. I have no idea if that's why the person did that. I don't know if maybe it's a technical reason, right? They may actually have no significant opinion whatsoever.
Well, even if it's not that, that's still kind of a sadistic move. you
Yeah.
know?
Yes,
This is-
the fact that the versions are different is terrible.
I mean, obviously, the game was
Why?
designed.
I
so that-
don't know why.
Well, I mean, it makes sense that like the game was designed to have multiple weapons, but then when you remove that factor and the rest of the game is still the same, it becomes this blog as Rick experienced. You know, it's like,
Yeah, it pretty much ruins the experience from the get go if you find that out too. I think this is just him trying to get free exposure, honestly.
I mean,
it's free real estate.
well, anyway. God. Well, you toughed it out for an admirably long time, Rick. I commend you.
I feel very let down by the busty werewolf.
Oh, sorry.
I expected more
Good-
support from her.
Yeah, good music, good pixel art. Game design is very lacking.
Questionable. I'll say questionable. That's the word I'll use.
Game design?
Regardless of anything about versioning or whatever, I do think the game is extremely simple. Like Rick was saying, all of the bosses do exactly the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, this definitely feels like maybe this guy, if he pays attention to feedback and learns his lesson, maybe he might be onto something good down the line. But yeah,
Current product is sort of similar to what you expect from early access. It's like, hey, here's an idea. Which, I mean, again, it's a free game, so
Yeah.
The only thing we lost was time.
Which is debatably the most precious and irreplaceable commodity of all.
The only thing we lost is the one thing that we can't replace.
A rage. Good
maybe
rage.
the real
Good
friends
juicy rage.
were the
Were the busty Lycans we met along the way.
yeah.
Hell yeah, those are the
make
friends
our
I
own game.
want.
I'll make this all, but I'll
With
draw
vampires and busty werewolves.
Wait,
I'll
what
draw-
were you
Just
saying,
forget
Jonas?
the game.
I'll draw Hot Rule 34 of Lycanthorn as a statement against this guy, against his statement.
Everyone's
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
say you're doing Luna recolors.
Mhm.
I like this one review that is just Wolf Baba. Recommended.
Fair.